and that is Laila Ali. Laila Ali does not get the credit that she deserves. She is a great fighter in the female ranks, and she's proved it against Christy Martin and against, of course, Nikki Epilon. Now, obviously, you've got the Ann Wolfs of the world who will say, fight me and we'll see how good you are. You've got Vonda Wards who will say, fight me despite the devastating knockout by the hands. You've got Letitia Robinson. But Laila Ali says it doesn't make a difference who she fights. She's ready.
Absolutely. You know, Laila Ali is one of the best in the sport of women's boxing. And, you know, she really doesn't have a lot of competition at the way she's at. And maybe if she moves up, you know, she can take on the Vonda Ward and, you know, the Ann Wolf, because, you know, they definitely are a little bit better than the girls that she's been fighting lately. So,
you know, it wasn't the skill level, but I've got to give credit where credit is due. It was the guts of Nikki Epilon that really impressed me tonight. She was not intimidated. She was not afraid. She was not afraid to go ahead and test the very best. And when the fight came down to what was really going on, Nikki Epilon fought hard. And even though she went down 2 times in round number 3, 2 times in round number 4, she wanted to continue. Her pride was left in that ring. I give her all the credit. And even Laila, at the end of the night, said, this young lady deserves a lot of credit. She came to fight, and I have to tip my hat off to her.
Definitely. That lets you know that when she spoke and she, you know, they thought it was a lot of trash talk, she really felt that in her heart. She had the conviction, and she got up here tonight, and she proved that she felt in her heart everything that she said was true. But I think it was just, she was outclassed.
Yes.
And like I said, she was taught to box. And I think Laila Ali was born to box.
The one thing about it is that Laila Ali, and let's go back and give that credit to her, her skill level has improved. She has learned to punch in tremendous volume, but it was the hooks to the body, the hooks to the head. That was the most impressive aspect. And you know what? Once she had her opponent in trouble, she put her down. She finished her.
And a lot of men fighters can't do that.
No.
They hurt guys. The Marquez and Pacquiao fight. You hurt guys, but you're unable to finish them. Laila Ali has finishing power. And, I mean, I think she's a complete boxer now. She has the total arsenal.
A lot of people are watching this fight, and they're saying, okay, if you're that good, then let's see you against Ann Wolf. Let's see you against a woman who is like the George Foreman of professional boxing. And the thing about it is that, let's give credit where credit is due. Ann Wolf destroyed, annihilated Vonda Ward. Vonda Ward came into that fight undefeated, had never even come close to defeat, maybe with an exception of 2 fights against Martha Salazar. I don't care what people say. Vonda Ward, because of a flash knockdown, and even you gave Roy Jones credit. You said, okay, hey, I admit, my eyes might have been closed, but I was in position to throw the right punch, and I've heard you say that.
My eyes wasn't closed.
Put it this way, your fist was closed.
I did say I beat him so easily I could close my eyes. And
yeah, there you go.
You know, that was just being smart.
No, but what I'm saying is this. You know as well as I know, he could come back, and even Vonda Ward could come back in a situation like that. I think she could come back. One young lady who wants to come back, but at the same time, she went out like a champion. You've got to give credit to South Point, Ohio's Nikki Epilon. She lost this fight. She talked about Mark Gray afterwards about her stunning defeat.
Nikki Epilon with us. I know it must be very disappointing after tonight's fight. Talk about coming out early. This was supposed to be the last fight of the evening. You had to start for. I know fighters are into rhythm. Were you in your rhythm this evening?
I felt like I was in my rhythm, you know. I felt like I did pretty good the first 2 rounds. You know, they come in here and tell us we have 20 minutes to get ready and, you know, get gloved up. And it threw me off a little bit, but, you know, I'm all about not making excuses. And so I'm not going to make excuses. She's a good fighter. And I have to say maybe I didn't give her enough credit, you know, in the beginning. And, you know, she works hard, obviously. You know, she is a good boxer. And, you know, there's nothing bad at this point I could ever say about her, you know.
Game plan wise, when you went to execute what you were trying to accomplish to be successful, did what she bring to the table take you out?
I felt like she was very accurate with her punches, and more than anything, she was very accurate. You know, she's got Buddy working with her, and he's a, you know, wonderful trainer, and you know, and she's a good boxer. I mean, there's nothing at this point. Like I said, there's nothing at this point I could, you know, put her down for. You know, she works hard. She works hard, and it was hard in the beginning for me to give her credit, you know, with her carrying the last name and it holding her, and it does. But you know, she's got to work hard behind that name, and you can tell she does.
What did you learn from this experience that you think may help you later on?
you know, I'm just going to get back in the gym and work hard. You know, I think this has just made me even more dedicated. I mean, my sights are still set very high on a world title, and, you know, it's not going to diminish from this one fight, of course. You know, I have, you know, had a rocky road in the past couple months. I've fought 2 world title fights, you know, and lost them both. But that's okay, because I'm, you know, real good about, you know, getting back up on the horse and, you know, and keep going. So, I mean, nothing will deter me from winning the world title. So that's what I plan on doing. And hopefully she'll give me a shot down the road, you know. I'm going to, you know, stay in the gym and train hard. And, you know, hopefully that'll happen. Hopefully we can have a rematch.
Well, you're a personable young lady, a credit to the sport. Best of luck to you in the future.
Thank you very much.
Ronnie, let's go back to you.
Thanks a lot, Mark. You just heard the words of Nikki Epilon. We, of course, saw her go down. She was annihilated. She was destroyed. She was humiliated in the ring, and she has respect for Laila Ali now. Maybe she didn't have coming into this fight, but she has respect now, Israel.
Yeah, definitely. You know, she definitely has respect for Laila. And, you know, she had a tough opponent. You know, Laila Ali is one of the best. And, yes, she has the name, and she has to definitely, you know, fight for that, you know. And she's all eyes are on her because she is Ali's daughter, you know, and she has to prove that she is one of the greatest. So, you know, Nikki did a as good a job as she could have against Laila Ali.
And listening to Nikki, you understand that she couldn't really come in and give Laila the type of respect that maybe she should have, because it would have diminished her opportunity to maybe even last 1 round. All she had was her courage, her will, and her determination, and she couldn't give that away by giving Laila the respect that she deserved coming in.
Well, one thing we know, women's boxing has been put on notice. Laila Stinging Ali continues to improve. You thought it was a fluke because it was a smaller woman against Christy Martin down in Biloxi, Mississippi. Let's take a look at some of the videotape and some of those tremendous knockdowns. As Laila Ali demonstrated time and time again what it is like to be the #1 lady and the first lady of professional boxing. She took it to the body, she took it to the head, but she showed all of us what she can do in that boxing ring, which was so impressive. Antonio Tarver, you're world champion. What impressed you about Laila Ali's performance tonight?
Well, basically, you know, she took her bumps and bruises, and she kept her focus, and she listened to her trainer. She stayed busy, and just her combination punches. You just don't see ladies, you don't see a lot of men doing the things that she does in the ring. You know, take away from her being a female. She's just a solid fighter, and I think she's reached the potential where now we want to see her go into superstardom and reach the level of some of these men. I mean, you can look around, and a lot of men can't pack the house like Laila Ali.
Oh, most definitely. She is one of the biggest gate punchers out there in the game today. She distributed. It has been a great night on Raging TV, our inaugural night for Antonio Tarver, the undisputed light heavyweight champion of the world, and the former 5-time women's world champion Isra Gerga, and Mark Ray, our ringside roving reporter. I'm Ronnie Duncan. It's been a great night. And in closing, 3, 2, 1, we're done. Good night, everybody.